So I'm not really sure what has happened, but it definitely seems like something happened over the past few days. We got a ton of content for upcoming mods, and this episode is going to be one of the best in a while. And that's not even to say the other episodes were that bad, it's just that this one is that good. Regardless, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode of upcoming mods for Fallout 4. If you've never seen the series before, basically what it's all about is I show you some different pictures, videos, or other assets shared by mod authors to us for their upcoming mods that they're kind of working on right now. It's important to remember though when watching this series that different mod authors work at different paces. That is to say, to not rush them or pressure them or be like, hey, where's your mod? Just let them take their time, do the masterful work that they are, and of course doing it all for free, and appreciate it when their mods do come out. If you guys do want to support the series, one way you could actually do that is by leaving a like and or a comment. Due to YouTube's new algorithm, that's just kind of the best way to promote different videos now. You would think that views would make more sense. Well, actually no, likes and comments make more sense. But regardless, do that if you feel like it. If you enjoy the series, I encourage you to consider subscribing. I do post this series for Skyrim and Fallout 4, but with all that being said, let's just jump right into it. So do you guys remember the MP40? We did get this quite a few weeks ago, and I've just been covering it intermittently. It is a mod by Trophy Hunter. This is a guy that's made a lot of different melee weapons for Fallout 4, some other World War II pistols, but mainly he's made a really high quality melee weapon collection. Well, it's been quite a while since we've actually seen from him. We had some pretty finalized pictures of the MP40 appear about a month ago, but then he kind of went dark for the past month. Well, today he has returned and in my eyes dropped a bomb. So take a look at these new images. As you could say, they look absolutely amazing. So it seems like he's taking his MP40 and going to allow you to make it into a tactical MP40. This is something I've been wanting for a very long time, and I know I say that all the time in the series, but maybe I just want a lot of different things. But if you actually look back on some of my videos, something I do consistently say is I would love to see mods take advantage of Fallout 4's weapon customization system and actually people making hybrids between old weapons and kind of like the modifications that would invariably come to them. And it seems like that is what is going to be happening here. Obviously, based on the previous screenshots, we will just have a normal MP40. It looks very high quality, but what I'm really more interested in for the purposes of this video is the tactical MP40. I'm not sure if this will be a totally different weapon included in the same weapon pack, or actually just some different attachments you could actually put on the original MP40. Regardless, it definitely looks awesome. I'm excited to see if he adds like different sights and scopes and all that kind of stuff. Right now, obviously, it does seem like we have a sort of red dot, but regardless, it does look very high quality again. A huge shout out to Trophy Hunter. I'm definitely going to be very excited for this mod, and this single edition here made this kind of shoot to the top of my excited mods list right under the HK416, but definitely a very cool mod again, and excited to see where it goes with it going forward. So maybe an MP40 wasn't enough for you. Well, then I do have to offer you a 45 auto pistol by Deadpool 2099. This is the same mod author that did make the 1911 pistol that was very high quality with the cool stock. I did show you that a little while ago. He also is the same person that started working on the grease gun as well as a different armor mod for Skyrim. Regardless, as you can see, this definitely looks very high quality. All the previous mods I've seen by him have been also very high quality, in particular referring to the 1911 he did release. I think that's actually one of the best pistol mods for Fallout 4 right now. Regardless, if you're like, the 45 auto pistol, why does that sound so familiar? It actually is a weapon from Fallout New Vegas. It was added in by the Honest Hearts DLC. It's loosely kind of based on a Colt 45 in real life. There is no real 45 auto pistol. Regardless, I always get a kind of special place in my heart for weapons from Fallout New Vegas being recreated in Fallout 4. I really love playing through Fallout New Vegas. I had multiple playthroughs and I really dumped a lot of hours into that game. According to my Steam library, it is 150 hours in total, although I actually do have the disc copy, so that might be a little bit off. Regardless, Trophy Hunter again has very quickly proven himself as a very competent mod author. It's actually kind of cool to see him working on so many different projects right now. It seems like to me that the M1911 he released previously was kind of his first major release in modding, and now it does seem like he can't get enough of it. Obviously, that was a very high quality weapon, and as such, it did warrant a very good response, so hopefully his new weapons will warrant the same thing. Definitely excited to see where he goes with this, and again, I really do hope he has the same idea of kind of trying to do something to make this a little bit unique, kind of how he did that with the stock and some other weapon attachments with his 1911. So next up, we have a leather armor retexture being created by Alex Scorpion. So if you're kind of like, what's the leather armor? Like, I remember seeing that in game, but you can't really remember what it looks like. Well, here's an image of that from in game. As you can see, it's not the most appealing armor. You probably see it a lot of times on lower level enemies, maybe some lower level raiders. Regardless, this kind of retexture of the armor actually looks pretty cool. I think it's going to just be a complete replacer of the existing armor in the game, but it's kind of interesting. It actually looks like it has some clothes built into it. I'm not really sure if that's just kind of just on the existing mod model that he is editing, but it does look like it is going to be part of the armor, which is definitely pretty interesting. He's taking kind of a one-piece armor and turning it into almost a little bit of an outfit, so I'm interested to see where he goes with that. Regardless, obviously the retexture does look very good. It does look much better than the vanilla option you do have right now. This is something that Fallout 4 definitely is lacking, especially when compared to Skyrim modding. There was a thread on the Skyrim mod subreddit a few days ago trying to install a kind of HD or upgraded version of every single weapon and armor in the game simply because they exist. Try and do that for Fallout 4 and tell me how far you get. You'll probably be able to do some of the power armors as well as some of the Brotherhood of Steel armors, but as far as just normal weapons and armors go, there really aren't all that many different retextures out there. Definitely excited to see this one be released. I'd actually love to see him do some more in the future, maybe create a little pack of different retextures, because most people aren't going to want to download one mod like this, unfortunately, even though again I am adamant that downloading a bunch of singular mods will eventually pay dividends. Regardless, definitely look very high quality and excited to see where it goes in the future. So here we have the Ares Geneva Infiltrator. So this is going to be a mod by Disaster Juice. It's actually been quite a while since we have heard from him, while we previously heard from him pretty regularly. Unfortunately, he does actually say in one of the comments on this image that the person that was kind of helping him do some mods and doing some of the creation kit work did abandon him, so he's trying to learn the creation kit on his own, hence the kind of slower releases of his mods. So if you are someone that knows how to use the creation kit, maybe send this guy a private message on the Nexus. Regardless, you can see here we definitely have what is going to become a very slooty armor. It just kind of looks like bondage. There's no doubt about it. Although all of his mods are extremely high quality, he is remaking a ton of things from the Ares series. He's actually released a number of mods from it already that aren't too slooty, definitely have a female vibe to them, but not something you wouldn't show your kids. And both of those mods that he has released have been very high quality, as well as some of the other work in progress pictures have again been very high quality. I'm excited to see what's to come of this one. I'm sure you'll see it on MXR's thumbnail in a few weeks when it is released, but regardless, it is looking very good. I'm excited to hear from Disaster Juice again, but it is reassuring to see him working on new mods and that he never really gave up. So last but certainly not least, we have an update to the War Machine power armor. So I know a lot of people have been asking about this, especially in the comments on previous episodes of this video. At least from my perspective, what it seems like happened is Newermind did move over to Skyrim Special Edition to port over some of his mods, because he actually is a pretty prominent mod author on the Skyrim side of things. Although many people do know him simply from his really high quality power armors, again, he does have a pretty prominent presence on Skyrim, but he actually did just release one of his armors yesterday, which I should have a video on later today. Regardless, now it seems like he may be trying to finish out and finally release the War Machine power armor, which I gotta say looks absolutely awesome, especially from this image. As you can see, it seems like we have 4 different variants of the armor. I assume these will just be all different paint jobs. So the first being just typical War Machine. The second one, I'm not sure. That actually just looks like an unpainted version, although maybe it's inspired somehow by kind of the Iron Man Mark 1, where he just kind of has a rugged together suit. I would actually love to see a power armor of the Iron Man Mark 1, like a proper modeled one, but that's a different video. Then we do have the Iron Patriot, as you can see here, with the kind of red, white, and blue, looking very cool. And finally, the thing many people are wanting, me included, I actually made a video about 5 mods I want for Fallout 4 like 4 months ago, and Iron Man was at the top of it. So regardless, we do have an Iron Man paint job for the War Machine power armor. So as you can see, it definitely is looking like a very finalized version of the armor. And since I know a lot of you guys are going to be wondering, I don't actually know if the minigun is working. I know he kind of said he didn't get it working, but he was trying a few different things. I believe one solution was to just give it its own AI, so as you're walking around battling different enemies, it'll just shoot whoever it picks to shoot. Regardless, I guess we'll find out very shortly. Even if it doesn't work, the armor itself still looks very cool, although obviously a working minigun would be a huge improvement. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed as always. On a little side note, if you guys do like Iron Man and War Machine, Captain America Civil War was just released on Netflix. I was actually just watching that yesterday while eating lunch. Regardless, if you did watch to this point in the video, let me know by commenting Iron Man down below in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as always. Hopefully you're having a good Friday, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.